Hello, everybody. First off, a huge thanks for tuning into this session. My name is Sabeen Nair. I'm a product lead in the Agent 365 team at Microsoft. Agent 365 is the control plane for managing AI agents, equipping IT with enterprise-grade tools for observability, access control, data security, and threat protection. For this session, we are zeroing in on enterprise-grade tools, especially productivity and operations that empower agents to drive real business outcomes. Now, when it comes to tooling, Agent 365 provides a secure gateway for centralized access to a curated collection of enterprise-ready tools for AI agents. Now, what this essentially means is a developer building Agent 365 agents can discover and integrate with Microsoft agentic tools like MCP or Model Context Protocol, tooling servers for Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams, and Word, as well as other standalone agents and tools from independent software vendors. Now, on that note, I'm super excited to welcome Rahul, the field C2 at CData, to discuss our collaboration and how CData helps expand the toolbox for agent-driven workflows.
Well, thanks, Sabine. I'm Rahul from CData. Really excited to be here to show the latest innovations at CData to bring enterprise data access and connectivity to agents at scale. Our focus is simple: make enterprise data accessible to agents at scale. Through one unified MCP server, our tooling server, organizations brings hundreds of business systems into the Agent 365 tooling ecosystem as curated, enterprise-ready tools aligned with Microsoft governance.
Now, let's take a quick look at what these tools look like and where they show up. Here I'm working with the management MCP server and listing all the MCP servers. These are the MCP servers that we have behind the tooling gateway, the Agent 365 tooling gateway. So there you have it. You have the Dataverse, the CData, and also the Mail, Calendar, Teams MCP server. Now, all these MCP servers wrap well-known Graph APIs. So let's take a quick look at that as well. So there you have it. These are some of the Graph APIs that they're using. Now, flipping over to Azure AI Foundry, we should be able to see the same MCP servers there. So in Foundry, if you go to Discover and View All Tools, and then filter on Agent 365 specifically, you'll see all the A365 specific MCP servers here. There you have it. Similarly, if you flip to Copilot Studio, I'll be able to see the same MCP servers. Here I have an agent. If I do add tools and filter on model context protocol, here I will look specifically looking for C data, and there you have it. Additionally, you can navigate to the Defender portal and under the Hunting tab in Advanced Hunting, execute a query to view observability data, specifically trace logs of the tools that were requested and executed by the agent. So there you have it. Just a quick view into what these tools look like in the real world.
Thanks for that quick overview. And this is a good segue into our integration with Copilot Studio. As you showed in your demo, we are invested in building tools, wrapping them up as an MCP server, and integrating with Copilot Studio because it offers a secure, enterprise-ready SaaS platform uniquely integrated with both the Microsoft ecosystem, including Copilot. Our platform has a complete set of metadata tools that lets you accelerate building the right agents for your business, helping to reduce development costs, boost sales, and increase customer satisfaction. Now, I say MCP servers, but CData isn't just another MCP server provider. We offer connectivity to the largest library of enterprise data sources available today, extending the connectivity beyond what's available in Microsoft's portfolio of 1,500 plus premium Power Platform connectors. And while we bring the breadth of connectivity to some of the most challenging enterprise systems like SAP, NetSuite, Workday, and others, where we really are unique is the depth and comprehensiveness of our connectivity, which I plan to show you in today's demo. For over 10 years, we've battle-tested these connectors across mission-critical workflows worldwide. Our enterprise-proven infrastructure powers some of the most demanding AI deployments from market leaders like Google Cloud, Salesforce Data Cloud, and Palantir. We've been working closely with Microsoft to bring that proven connectivity into the MCP standard. To accomplish this, we are announcing CData Connect AI, the first managed MCP platform designed for your Copilot Studio investment. Let's see this in action. Let me show you how simple this is with a demo of how to build a Copilot sales assistant connected to 3 enterprise systems. So here we are in Copilot Studio. I've already created an agent called CData Connect AI agent. You can see its basic configuration here, the name, description, and behavior settings. I've given this agent a simple instruction set to act as a helpful sales assistant ready to analyze data and take action with live connections through Connect AI. What makes our approach different is we surface all the enterprise source systems you have connected to Connect AI to one fully hosted MCP server. So it's just one connection to set up and manage in Copilot. Through that one MCP server, we surface a universal tool set of just 8 tools that can access anything, analyze anything, and act on anything in your enterprise systems. This is a radically different approach than creating tools tied to individual API endpoints, which leads to tool sprawl and agent confusion. I'll explain how we create this versatile toolbox based on CData's connectivity model over the course of the demo, and you can see the power of these tools in action in the agent scenario I'll cover at the end. Before we get there, let's first take a look at how Connect AI is set up. First thing we'll do is to create a connection to the data source of your choice using secure authentication methods. Here you can see the breadth of our connectivity with hundreds of enterprise connectors available, as Sabine mentioned earlier. In this case, we'll connect with Dataverse. With our live data access model, you can set up connections from Dataverse to Copilot as easily as authenticating to the source system. After configuring your connections, you can see the depth of connectivity CData provides to each source system and exposes to agents. In our connectivity model that we've hardened over a decade in market, we hit every available endpoint and every available version of a source system's APIs and maintain that connectivity with a dedicated engineering team deeply immersed in every release update and API change from every provider so you don't have to spend your life fixing breaking changes. You can see that depth represented by what's available here. And it's not just comprehensive access to fields and entities. We expose and teach agents the schemas, relationships, and business logic encoded in each system so they don't just regurgitate data points. They actually understand how a system works holistically so it can better reason and act, which we'll see in action later. Here we've built a derived view that brings together live data from Dataverse, Snowflake, and Zendesk to calculate a customer's health score on the fly. CData's connectivity handles all the logic to surface these views to agents when they need it. Multi-source derived views are possible because we create a proprietary, standardized semantic interface on top of every source we support that translates agent requests into each source system's API language. This makes cross-source data access uniquely possible and efficient from your agent with Connect AI. Let's talk about security and permissions. Connect AI inherits each user's role-based access control set directly from the source system. On top of that, you can downscope permissions with full CRUD control right inside Connect AI to limit AI actions further. Okay, so we've set up the elements in Connect AI that we need to execute this agent scenario for sales assistants. I've deployed this published agent to Microsoft Teams, giving me access directly in the Teams chat. Let me paste in the scenario. Please help me prepare for a technical escalation meeting with Premium Auto Group Europe. They're facing a system outage we need to troubleshoot ASAP. Let's break down how the agent uses Connect AI's universal toolset to do this. Because of the versatility of our tools, the agent can do the thing that makes agents so great: build the chain of thought needed to execute a task. The first thing it does is gather the context on the 3 systems involved here: Dataverse, Snowflake, and Zendesk, using 4 tools: Get Catalog, Get Schema, Get Tables, and Get Columns. Much like a human analyst would, our tools let agents get an understanding of what's in these systems and how each works to better think about how to execute a prompt. Then it runs the query data tool to identify the account in Dataverse, analyze Zendesk for the open escalated ticket this prompt is referring to, as well as the most recent historical tickets, and then pull the derived view we set up to get an instant, up-to-date read on customer health. Then it takes that analysis of all the data and runs our execute procedure tool to create the tasks and dataverse needed for the sales rep and the technical account team to effectively prepare for the meeting. Very powerful. In my demo, I showed you how to set up Connect AI from within Copilot and our universal toolbox to make your agents versatile. Next, we saw how to easily set up semantically rich live connections to your enterprise data sources, build multi-source derived views, and inherit and control user permissions to data. Then we saw how those powerful capabilities were used in an agent scenario to do multi-source analysis and action to help a sales rep get ready for a difficult customer call. The connectivity, context, and toolbox that Connect AI provides all came together for the agent to reason through the problem and the data for the most efficient and effective result. You can get started giving your agents the connectivity and context to your live enterprise data in a matter of minutes with a free 14-day trial of Connect AI. Back to you, Sabine.
That was really cool, Rahul. Great to see that demo. Now, like one thing that often comes up, like we use this MCP and connectors interchangeably. So are they different? So connectors are pre-built wrappers over APIs that lets agents and makers interact with external systems. MCP servers or Model Context Protocol servers are the next evolution. Think of MCP like a USB-C port for AI applications. Just as USB-C provides a standardized way to connect electronic devices, MCP provides a standardized way to connect AI applications to external systems. Now, as I mentioned before, our goal is to ship high-quality tooling boxes, that is MCP servers, that agents can truly rely on. Since AI can sometimes be non-deterministic, we apply a rigorous evaluation. In other words, we run continuous evals to every MCP server to ensure agents deliver reliable, efficient, and production-ready results. We start with real-world prompts and datasets, running them through different versions of MCP tools and models. Each agent response is compared to ground truth with a large language model acting as judge. Now, we evaluate every MCP tool for accuracy, latency, efficiency, workflow success, reliability, coverage, and user experience. In practice, that means we measure how well tasks are completed, how fast and consistent responses are, how efficiently tokens are used, and whether agents deliver complete, satisfying results across a wide range of scenarios. And with that, let's do a quick recap. Agent 365 is the control plane for AI agents, giving IT a secure, centralized gateway to enterprise-grade tools for observability, access control, data security, and threat protection. Now, by 2028, businesses are projected to have 1.3 billion agents, a massive new population to manage. Today, we focus on how these tools, especially those for productivity and operations, empower agents to drive real business outcomes. With Agent 365, developers can easily discover and integrate Microsoft agentic tools like MCP servers for Outlook, SharePoint, OneDrive, Word, as well as curated solutions from ISVs like CData. All tools are continuously evaluated for accuracy, reliability, and security, and IT admins can centrally allow or block access in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center.
CData expands this toolbox with live, permission-aware connectivity to hundreds of enterprise systems, all governed by the same policies and compliance standards as Microsoft's own tools. Together, this approach ensures agents have the right access, context, and controls to deliver value without compromising on governance or security.
And once again, a huge thank you to Rahul and the CData team for collaborating with us on this journey, helping us expand the Agent 365 toolbox and deliver high-quality value to our customers. And of course, to all of you, thank you for your time and keep us grounded with your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you.